I'm getting ready to head out to a new spot. I think it's going to be a new permission for me. I know someone that just recently acquired a good little bit of land, and they're getting ready to do a little bit of development on it. Put a barn and eventually a house and stuff like that, but it's quite a bit of land, and he wants me to come check it out. He says there's a line of oak trees out there, and I guess what a lot of people don't know is that an oak alley was not only 2 rows of trees across from each other, but they were also 1 row of trees. And that 1 row of trees would have had the branches growing over it and would have created kind of an alleyway to a main house, to a plantation house. So there is a line of trees out here. He talked about how big they were and how old they look, so I'm guessing that's probably what it is. And then also they were out here doing putting in a power line. The power company was, and they dug up some old bricks. So I'm going to get out here. I'm going to meet him out there. I'm going to do a test hunt, see what I can find. I might let him do a little hunting if he's interested in it. And I don't know how much filming I'll be able to do, but hopefully I'll see it the first find, and hopefully it'll be a good hunt. So I'll see you when I get out there. All right, this is the right area. You can see where they're putting in the power line. I've never been down here before. He told me where it was. He's going to be out here in about an hour. This is late in the evening, so I don't know how much detecting I'll get to do. He said there's an old row of trees. Now this is prime colonial plantation area, so who knows what's out here. He said there's some giant line of oak trees out here somewhere. So, alright, hopefully I'll get to see it the first find. If not, I'll show you some finds in a little while. Well, I might have to wait for him. There's no workers out here now. I think this is where they're building a big horse barn. So I think this is his property here, but they've already dug out. Matter of fact, they dug out a pond over there. And look at that massive tree right there. It's like a line of trees. See them? 1, 2. This is what he was talking about. This has got to be it. So I'm gonna scout around here a little bit. Well, the first find is an old piece of brass. No idea what it is. Wow, look at that. That's an old piece of a locker. I don't know, maybe a dresser. I'm not sure exactly. That's cool. That's old. It's unfortunate I didn't get out here earlier because they covered all that space up. Well, got a little flatware. Old port. Wouldn't it be nice if there wasn't any junk out here? Ugh. Piece of folded aluminum. Modern too. Well, there's something roundish. An old grommet for a tarp. I'm going to show it again because you just can't tell. As I walk towards this tree, you see how massive this tree is. I mean, that's my hand. There's finds out here. I know. I think this place is loaded. Oh look, I just looked down. It's a blue plate and some glassware. Wow. Yep, the bottle. Cork style bottle. Neck. Oh, we'll keep looking. I'm just testing out different spots. I did around that tree for a minute. Somebody shot a gun. So I didn't want to waste too much time digging all those cartridges out, which I will later. I think I got a button. I haven't got a button, a buckle. Well, it's some kind of little buckle for sure. I'm not sure how old that is. Well, on that hole is 2 things. An old brass padlock. And, I don't know, another piece. There's all kinds of signals out here. Well, bird ring. I already put the plug back in. Well, kind of in between the 2 big trees. And there's another big tree down there. That's where I was earlier. But I think I got my first flat button. And where did it go? There it is. Yep. That is a flat button. And looks like it might still have the shank on it. I think it's just a plain flat button. Cool. Some old stuff. Oh, there's something right here. It's another flat button. Cool. Got the shank on. Clean it up and show you. Here's some dogs or something. Oh, look, there's oysters in here and old pottery. Old pottery. There's something metal in there though. Maybe another flat button. Maybe a little oyster pile right in here by this few 100-year-old oak tree, and there's a canal, like the ditch right there. There's something in here. Oh, it's right here. Well, it's a piece of copper. I don't see anything on it, but I'll clean it, and if there's anything on it, I'll show you. Down in that hole is a bigger flat button. It's got some silver gilting left on it. Shank's broken off. You can see why they lost it. Wow, that old piece of copper was deep. Silver pinpointer deep, almost 1.5 pinpointers deep. Well guys, it's getting dark. You can see the sun's already set. That was real pretty out here. The owner came out. I actually gave him a Deus, showed him how to use it, and he played around for a little while. He really enjoyed it. And you probably can't see it. You probably can't. It's a buckle in my hand. He actually found an old buckle. So that's pretty cool. His first time metal detecting. And he told me I can come out here anytime I want. The land goes on forever that way. It goes a good little ways that way. Big field over that way. He just says it's wet right now. And of course, they're going to build a barn and a riding arena right here. And you can see the big equipment that's been working. But there's plenty of land over here and over that way and back that way. We actually went back in that field. You can't see it. A little ways, and whoa, the trash. There's a lot of trash. Pieces of cars, cans, but I'm sure there's some old stuff underneath it. I'll do a little wrap up and show you. Well, here's some of the stuff I dug out there for maybe an hour and a half. That doesn't include talking to the owner. And then he dug with me a little while. I gave him the one of the Deuses to use. Got a bunch of iron out there. Just pull this out of there so I can get to the good stuff. Look, I found an actual iron. So that's a good sign, house sign. That's pretty cool. Got that piece of deep copper fork. Buckle, I'll show you some of the stuff cleaned up. I actually got a silver spoon handle. I'll show it to you cleaned up. A lot of other stuff. Piece of old pottery. And this was a piece of pewter or something. I think it might have design on it. I'll clean that up too. Well, not bad for our first hunt, just to test the spot out. So, got 3 buckles, and the owner found one of them, which is an older looking one. Pretty good for his first time using a metal detector. Got a piece of a plated silver, I don't know, spoon or fork. 3 flat buttons, a big piece of bronze. We did find a piece of slate, like off a slate roof. Old pottery, fork, miscellaneous pieces of brass, and a bird ring. And this piece of pewter has decoration on it. There's 3 pieces of it, and each piece has some decoration on it. So I'm gonna get back out there and see what I can find. I'll see you at the next hunt.